Why do we do? Why do we do what we do? I just played Chrono Trigger for the first time. I expected a nostalgia hype from this. What I got was a masterclass in game design. Honestly, modern RPGs owe this game an apology. And here's the crazy part. I didn't grow up with it. I have zero nostalgia for this game, no childhood memories, no rose tinted glasses. I grew up on Final Fantasy VI, that was my SNES masterpiece. So when I finally booted this up on PC in 2026, decades later, I was ready to respect it. But I wasn't ready for it to feel so sharp, so focused, so modern. No wasted time, no filler dialogue, no endless grinding. Incredible anime cutscenes. Within the first few hours, I realised somehow a 1995 cartridge understood pacing better than most AAA RPGs today. And that's when I knew this wasn't just a classic, this is a blueprint. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel, The RPG Warrior. Word of warning before we get started, spoilers may lie ahead. So, why did I not play Chrono Trigger? Well, I grew up in the era of the Atari, NES and Super Nintendo. We didn't have the internet, YouTube or any top 10 RPGs you must play before you die videos. If you wanted a new game, you traded one in and hoped the pocket money covered the difference. You prayed you would get the game for Christmas or on your birthday. If you wanted to learn about new games, you watched Games Master, or you bought a gaming magazine. I live in the UK, and somehow Chrono Trigger just never showed up, not even in an import. Not unusual in the UK, as we miss lots of things, due to either not being released or never getting translated. My personal SNES masterpiece was Final Fantasy VI, or Final Fantasy III as it was known in the UK at that time. That was the game that captured me, so Chrono Trigger just slipped through the cracks. After finally playing it decades later in 2026, I just genuinely don't know how we let gaming peak in 1995. Incredible. My first question is, how did they fit this much content onto that one cartridge? Seriously. The animated cutscenes, beautiful. The sprite work, ridiculous. The character design, stand up, elite. This isn't just good for its time, this is genuinely good. Even when the scenes we play in normal gameplay without the animation, they still look fantastic. The pixel art has personality, the characters feel expressive. After finally playing Chrono Trigger, one thing became obvious. This game respects your time. No endless padding, no bloated tutorial. It delivers, it moves on, and somehow it does more with the 16-bit limitation than many modern RPGs do with unlimited budgets. Let's talk about the characters. This cast, they have presence. They're distinct, memorable, expressive. I grew up loving Final Fantasy VI, and I still do, and I love them characters. But Chrono Trigger's character animations and sprite work might actually edge it visually, and that shocked me. I actually found myself wanting more backstory from the characters, not because it was lacking, but because I cared. That's good design. Chrono being silent works, mostly. Ayla is brilliant. Magus, he looks cool, I'll give him that, but yeah, it's probably not my favourite character. The fact I even have these opinions about these sprites and these characters, that says something. I genuinely love to see these characters expanded properly in a remake one day. With rumours circulating, that is not out of the realms of possibility. A HD, 2D or a 3D remaster would be amazing, but a full 3D remake would be epic. Likely not possible, as that would cost a lot of money, and with so many different locations, it would be hard work. But never say never. So let's talk about the world of Chrono Trigger and the time travel mechanics. This is where it separates itself. Multiple world maps, technically the same world, just in different time periods. And what you do in the past actually affects the future. That sounds normal now, but this was 1995 we're talking about. When you finally get the epoch and can travel freely through time, it feels like getting the airship in Final Fantasy games, but better. And suddenly, you're not being dragged through a story anymore. You're choosing the story. You can fight the final boss early, power up first with skills and equipment, chase side quests, unlock backstories, unlock multiple endings. That freedom feels modern. Actually, it feels better than modern. The game gives you freedom without overwhelming you. It has its confusing moments, yeah. Combat. Battles happen directly on the map. There's no constant screen transitions. Positioning matters, enemy patterns matter, and boss mechanics matter. The dual tech and triple tech system is brilliant. Characters combine abilities in ways that feel earned and not gimmicky. There are some really fun combinations. You can feel how influential this system was. Suikoden, whichever way you want to say it, springs to mind. Level 50 is basically overkill in this game, and you can definitely beat the game probably around level 40. The soundtrack for Chrono Trigger is beautiful. The music doesn't just sit in the background. It defines the moments in the game. The music is timeless, and some of the tracks are definitely going to stick in my mind. I will 100% be humming some of them. When it comes to the story, I'm not going to give any major spoilers. I don't want to ruin everything. But it's more emotional than I expected. It starts fairly linear, then opens up once you retrieve the ebook. It deals with time, sacrifice and consequence really well. There are moments in this game that hit hard. And I didn't grow up with this game, so that's important. Because I don't have the nostalgia carrying this. It is your typical, the world is ending and the cast are the only things standing in its way, but done in a very epic way. So what's my final verdict? After finally playing Chrono Trigger and missing it for over 30 years, one thing's clear: some games don't age. They expose everything that comes after them. Chrono Trigger isn't just a classic, it knows when to open up. What I found was a blueprint for modern RPGs, which they're still trying to match. If you've never played it, you're not too late, you're just in for something special. It's a 9 out of 10 from me. Final Fantasy VI is still my favourite SNES game. But if I had played Chrono Trigger first, I honestly don't know. And that says everything. If you love RPGs, real RPGs, the ones that respect your time and reward your curiosity, you're in the right place. I'm the RPG Warrior, and we're just getting started. Like and subscribe for more content and help this channel grow.